I start cooking when my husband leaves work, giving myself 30 minutes on the clock. Tonight we're having enchiladas. Let's see if I can beat the clock. Surprise, I didn't beat the clock, but it's still worth sticking around. Brown our beef. Start with that. Wash your hands. Really simple seasoning on this, just a little bit of nature's. I'm gonna go in with some taco seasoning in a bit. I'm home making my enchilada sauce. Ugh. I need to do beans and I need to do enchilada sauce. I don't know what to start first. We're gonna flip. My meat's gonna keep cooking over here. Starting out with 3 tablespoons of oil. I'm estimating. Don't be like me, do measure. I'm gonna warm that oil up for a second. Once I feel like it's warm enough, I'm gonna add in 3 tablespoons of flour. I didn't say this was healthy. I need a little bit more flour. Then we're gonna add in our seasonings. For your enchilada sauce, you're starting out with a tablespoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of cumin. Why is that right above my head? Rough estimate. This is such a mess. Where are all of my seasonings? I'm such a mess. I need onion, right? No, I don't need onion. I need garlic. Where's the garlic? Oh, God damn it. Oh, I think I just broke my nose. Well, we are carrying through. Oh, that hurts so bad. A teaspoon of garlic powder. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder. All of that for a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. A half a teaspoon of dried oregano. 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of pepper. Black pepper. Here's my half a teaspoon. Our oil and flour has been cooking together beautifully. We're gonna add in our seasoning mix into the sauce and just combine that. You're gonna cook this for a minute or 2. It immediately smells wonderful. And then you're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I'm just gonna use a little extra. I like a more tomato-y flavored sauce. Then you're just gonna stir to combine, and it's really gonna start to thicken up at this point in time. I'll show you in a second. It's gonna be a big blob. Don't worry, you're doing it right as long as it's a blob. I have no idea if this is authentic enchilada sauce. Smelling wonderful. We're gonna add in 2 cups of chicken broth. I prefer to do this slowly so you don't end up with a clumpy sauce. There we go. It is a really thin sauce at this point in time. You can keep simmering until it reaches the thickness that you like. I'm just gonna set this over to the side while I finish our meat and beans. Meat is browned, we need some seasoning on here. I'm just gonna use some taco seasoning. I need this pan for my beans, so we're just a mess right now. I'm just gonna season my taco meat in this bowl with roughly a half of a container of taco seasoning. I just don't want plain Jane meat. Traditional refried beans are made with pinto beans. I don't have pinto beans, but I have kidney beans. We really like kidney beans, so we're gonna use those tonight. I've drained and rinsed them. Didn't worry about wiping my pan out. There's a good amount of beef fat that's just left right in the bottom. We're gonna let them cook right in there. A teaspoon or so of chicken bouillon. Powder would be great too. I don't have any powder. I'm gonna add about a cup of water. And we're gonna cook these on high because we need them to get done quick. Nowhere near traditional refried beans. This is just how I'm doing our beans. As my beans are cooking, we're just gonna mash these up ever so lightly. I'm also gonna add in a little bit of cumin. And since I have it out, a little bit of dried oregano. Maybe 1/4 to a half a teaspoon. And garlic. You could totally do fresh garlic in this. I'm just gonna do garlic powder because I have it out. We're basically gonna cook these down until they get to the consistency that I want for our burrito, enchilada burritos. The bridge of my nose is just, it hurts so bad. But these beans look wonderful. I don't know why it's so steamy. There you go. It's perfect. Got my 9x13 pan here. Spray the bottom of it. Take a good amount of beans just like that. Should have probably done 2 pounds of meat tonight. I probably do like 1/3 of a cup or so of meat and seam side down right into my pan. And I'm just gonna keep assembling. Seam side down. The last thing to do is take your enchilada sauce, give it a nice swirl, pour it on here. One thing about flour tortillas, I feel like they really absorb a lot of the sauce, so I use a lot. I'd rather have extra sauce than not enough. These are gonna go into a 400-degree oven for like 8 to 12 minutes, just until I think that they look good. Everything's hot, so it's just about getting it all to come together. And then we'll finish it for like the last 3 to 5 minutes with some cheese on top. We'll be back. So I'm gonna go regroup, try to figure out how bad my nose hurts. It's very much bruised, like very much bruised. So if I have a black eye tomorrow, I can feel the swelling. Oh my God. But I'll be back to show you the end of this. This is such a disaster. I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard with these recipes to not be chaotic and an absolute mess in the kitchen, and I'm chaotic and an absolute mess in the kitchen. Adding on freshly grated, you can use the stuff from a bag. I will not judge you for that. At least 2 cups of cheese. And then just put this back in the oven until everything is nice and warm and your cheese is melted. And use a hot pad so you don't burn your hand off. There we go. Those look so yummy. Be back for the bite when these cool down so they don't completely burn my mouth. I already broke my nose, so splitting one with our daughter. Way better than the canned enchilada sauce. Super flavorful. Those beans like coat the inside of the flour tortillas. I know you're not supposed to use flour tortillas, but it's what we like. Over it. They're really good. Definitely add these to your menu. Thanks for sticking around.